guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and to turn on the notification bell so you can get notified every time that I put out a new video. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about third degree tear recovery. So if you have not watched my previous video on my successful VBAC story, I recommend you watch that first before watching this video because it's kind of like a precursor to this video. So if you did watch my previous video, you now know all about my successful VBAC story, and I did mention in that video that I had a third degree tear. There are 4 levels or four degrees of tears when it comes to vaginal tearing during birth. And honestly, I thought third was the last one, but when I talked to my doctor after I had the baby, she was like, well, you didn't get a 4th degree tear. I was like, there's a 4th? So yeah, apparently there's 4th degree tear. So having gone through a 3rd degree tear and having been stitched up and recovering from it, I do want to share with you 5 tips on your recovery journey. The first tip I have for you is stool softener. Stool softener needs to be your BFF during this healing process. Trust me, you don't want to know how it feels like to not be on stool softener. I mean, you can just picture it in your head, okay? You have stitches down there all the way to your butt crack or like really close, and you are sitting on the toilet straining. Like, what do you think is gonna happen to your stitches? You don't want to find out. I mean, I didn't find out, but like I said, use your imagination and you would know the stool softener needs to be your BFF. So yeah, make sure you have some stool softener on hand. The good thing is that the stool softener does work pretty quickly. So if you take it the first day, you should notice that it's working. So yeah, make sure you take it consistently alongside drinking water because it's better that way. Number 2, make sure you pee first before breastfeeding or pumping. So if you're a breastfeeding mother or you're pumping, make sure you pee first, because if you don't, once you start breastfeeding or once you start pumping, your hormones are still gonna kick in and you're gonna keep having contractions. So I didn't feel this with Isabel when I had my C-section. So I'm not sure if it's something that has to do with vaginal birth only or not, but either way, just make sure you pee before you breastfeed or pump, because once your uterus starts contracting again, it's really painful, especially the first couple of days after delivery. It's really painful. Like, I didn't know what it was at first, and I literally almost cried when I was in the hospital and I was breastfeeding my daughter. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is this pain? Like, it feels worse than your birth contraction, if I should say so. It was really painful the first 2 days or whatnot, but it dies down after a while. But just make sure you're peeing before you breastfeed or pump, just so that that pressure on your bladder does not make things worse for you down there. Number 3, make sure you take home with you the perineal bottle you're given at the hospital. This is what I'm talking about. You need this stuff. I mean, you're a new mother, you come home, you're on your baby's clock, they're not sleeping, you're throwing up on you, they're spitting up, you're crying, and you barely have time to take a shower. So you need this bottle so that when you're peeing or you go to change your pad, you fill this up with water or a little bit of soap, and then you rinse down there or use it to wash down there, because I mean, you can't take a shower like you used to. Sometimes you can go a day or 2 without taking a shower if it's that serious. And so you don't want to not be keeping your lady parts clean in such a state, because it's bloody and there's stitches down there and it's sore, so you don't want to risk getting it infected or anything like that. So yeah, this perineal bottle is key. It is absolutely necessary. The next tip I have for you is to not wear tight clothes. I mean, not just yet, guys. I know we're in a hurry to fit into our pre-pregnancy clothes and just wear those skinny jeans and those bodycons and whatnot, but just give it a rest for a while. Just make sure you recover first before you start wearing tight clothes, because what it does is it literally just holds your booty and your whole hip area in place, and you bend down, you move, it really takes a toll on your stitches and the whole area down there. So just just lay off on the tight clothes for now. Once you're past maybe your 6-week mark or 7-week mark, or you feel a lot better or comfortable wearing tight clothes, then you can wear them. But yeah, I would not suggest you wear tight clothes just yet, because they're gonna make you really, really uncomfortable and they're gonna irritate, you know, your stitches. Now, the last tip I have for you, which kind of goes along with the previous tip, is to not wear thongs. I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious. Like, come on, that's the least thing, like the last thing you should be worried about right now. Just stick to your granny panties, stick to the pads you're using, and make sure you're all healed up first before you start wearing, you know, those kind of sexy underwears or whatever you want to wear, because you're not going to help yourself, you're not going to help your spouse, you're not going to help anybody, you know, when you have a little piece of string irritating your stitches. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright guys, that is it for this video. If y'all mothers out there, if there is something that I missed, or if there's another advice that you have, I want to know. Just share with me in the comment section below, and I do read them and I will interact with you. So yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video.